Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to Chips and Talk. Grab a snack. Let's chat. This is episode 44. All right, Chips and Talk. What we do here, we literally grab a snack, any kind of snack, or sometimes no snack at all, and we munch and we discuss. Sometimes random topics, sometimes let you know how I've been doing. In this case, I don't have a snack. I'm sorry, I am trying to conserve stomach space because I'm going to a Halloween party pretty soon, or later today, and so I already ate, kind of a few hours ago, and I don't, you just don't want to go to a party with food in your stomach. You just kind of don't want to do that, even though, I would be just munching on some chips, but I really don't want to risk it. I really don't, and honestly, the food that I had in earlier today was not the best. Maybe I can talk about it a little later, but but let me know what snack you're munching on, and thank you so much for listening, whether you're on Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube. Send me an email, superjesusjackson@gmail.com. Let me know what topics you want me to discuss. Let me know what you're munching on, or what I should be munching on in the next episodes, or comment down below on my YouTube channel, superjesusjackson. What you are munching on. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying this content. Plugging the hell out of everything at the top of the hour. Hopefully I look good. I'm not the brightest. I don't look the brightest today, but it's all right. My hair looks okay, I guess. But anyways, thank you so much for being here today. It means a whole lot. What I've been up to. Let's see. So I guess we can start by earlier today. So I told you how I kind of ate a few hours ago. Domino's pizza. Okay, everyone. Domino's fucking pizza. God damn it, I cussed. I'm trying not to cuss so much in videos now, mainly because I don't know if I mentioned this before. I know I've mentioned the no cussing thing, but I want to do a challenge, for myself. I want to prove to myself that my videos can be just as engaging, and I could be just as engaging without cussing so much. And it was really because of that one viewer that commented on my video, one of my videos it was a reaction analysis video to Charlie Puth's Left and Right, and she commented and said, I think I've already went with this. I've already went over this, but for those of you who have not been up to date. She was like, I love your videos, I love your content. Usually I'm not so uptight about the cussing, but in this one it was a little bit too much. And now I'm just like, God, like I am self-conscious now about my cussing because of that one person. And here's the thing about criticism, it's like, it's what happens, most people, don't even criticize you, like most people won't say anything. A lot of people will compliment you, and then there's that one person that will say, you know what, you suck. Which is not what that viewer said. That's not what she or he said or they. But it was still a little. Kind of felt it a little bit. That is okay. That is completely fine. But I'm trying to. There's also a logistical reason for this. Part of the reason is I'm getting closer to getting monetized. As in, I'll be hitting 1,000 subscribers probably by next year-ish or whatever. I'm at 700 subscribers basically now, which is pretty awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me the way that you have. Almost at 700 subscribers, and I'll be getting to 1,000 soon. And at that point, I think I should be able to be monetized. The success of me being monetized will be extremely low. I will probably be getting, I will probably be getting like cents, on videos. Like it's not gonna, like I'm not gonna just quit my job and just be a full-time YouTuber. It's not happening. But it's a start, I do know from what I know, that YouTube is kind of they're a little skimpy on monetization for creators who kind of cuss a lot or kind of, do videos with violent content or gore or whatever. And it's really not even YouTube, I think. I think it's just the advertisers not wanting to associate their ads on videos that have, sensitive content or whatever, right? So I totally understand that that's not a YouTube thing, but it does suck, You know, I mean, are there things that YouTube can do? I mean, I'm not sure. I have not, you know, I've been 2 years on this platform, and I have my grievances with it, just like, I guess I'll tell you. I mean, I've been trying to, well, I was editing a Charlie Puth loser music video reaction analysis video. I just finished today. I was going to upload it today. It is currently the October 29th, Saturday. I was going to upload it today. I was kind of expecting it at this point because I'm pretty much used to it, but, you know, it got blocked. And the good thing is that it tells you that it gets blocked before you even upload it, which is awesome. Because, oh my God, like, it is, I can't imagine probably back in the day where you upload something and it gets blocked and then you're like, well, fuck. But, you know, like, so it got blocked. I totally expected that, honestly, because it's a new music video. It just came out. So right now, like the Atlantic Records and really just all of its the owners of Atlantic Records or the higher ups or whatever, they're super on the lookout for things like this for people who are copyrighting the content or whatever. Or sometimes, you know, back in the day on YouTube days, you would see people like just re-upload music videos, re-upload other people's content or whatever, and now you don't see that as much anymore. It's not a thing. But here's the thing: the only reason why it's so active right now is because, or you know, why those watchdogs are so active, to put it lightly. It's just because the music video is recently released. There's plenty of content that I've released, reaction videos of movies and scenes and shit like that, for movies that have come out. It's been a while. You know, they're old, and so there's not really a huge problem with that. So when something's new, you know, the watchdogs are super are on high alert. So yeah, I fully expected it. It got blocked. I have disputed it. Actually, there's two options now. There's dispute, and then there is accelerate or escalate appeal or some shit like that. That one, I am trying it out for the first time. It is where a regular dispute is where you say, look, this is fair use. I'm reacting. This is totally legal or whatever. You have to sign your name and shit like that. When I did it the first time, it felt really scary because like it just felt like I was like doing something legal, you know, like it just felt like I needed to have a lawyer with me at all times or whatever. It's really not that serious. You know, these people don't care about you, you know, like unless you're some bigwig, which is also ridiculous because if you're a bigwig, you know, I guess you deal with that. That's fine. Well, no, it's not fine, and you're not supposed to be dealing with it, mostly because fuck, man, like majority of these videos that get copyrighted or get content ID'd or whatever are reaction videos, educational videos, analytical videos, like in commentaries. Like it's absolute nonsense that so many of these companies, you know, I get it. They have their content ID system, and once, you know, the system tracks that it's the song or the video that you're reacting to, whatever, they're like, oh, boom, copyright. You know what I mean? Like I get it. That's easy on their end, you know, that you don't have to have someone at all times, you know, just watching this shit. But like, it's nonsense for us on the creator side because 90% of the stuff that gets content ID'd or copyright, you know, is completely fair. Like it's, you know, even when you look at content creators like Rick Beato doing, you know, like music analysis videos and stuff like that, he gets copyright all the time, you know, like, and it's just nonsense when like he's an educator, essentially. He is, that is a music education channel, sort of, you know, not only is it entertainment, you know, but it is also education. I am more on the education, you know, no, I'm not. I am more on the analytical side, excuse me, and commentary angle, which is still fair use. So it's just bullshit. It really is. 90% of my videos have copyright, or whatever. So it doesn't actually, if I do end up getting monetized, it's not like those videos would even reap any benefits, really. And so it's just bullshit. At the end of the day, I do it for myself, you know, and I do want to get bigger on YouTube. You know, and maybe in the future, if my following allows, I'm probably going to begin like a Patreon or some sort of system like that. That's when I'm like full time, obviously. You know, in order to, yeah, just be able to support myself, because it's just, YouTube will not pay the bills. It just won't, you know, probably ever for me. Unless they radically, you know, overhaul their copyright system. I get it. It's really not YouTube. It's really the people that own the content. You know, YouTube is just a mediator, you know? So I totally get it. But anyways, I mean, should YouTube have more responsibility in that? Yeah, probably. I mean, you know, like, come on. and especially now that you're owned by Google, it's like, come on. Like, you're probably bigger than all of us, even the people who own the content. But it's a complicated issue, whatever it is. Like I said, I have, I went on, I was talking about disputes and shit like that. Yeah. So normally when you dispute, you know, you talk about what it is that you're doing. You know, reaction videos are fair use. That's one of the things that you can use to counter something. I have used it before, and playing in my videos, it's fine. You know, like I dispute it. Fair use, reaction video, whatever. And in a couple days or 3 days max, really, the video, the copyright gets taken down. And so I can really upload it. It used to be where I was an idiot and didn't know how to do it, and so I would upload the video, it would be blocked, and then it would just magically unblock because I've disputed it. But at that point, it's lost in the ether. That video, you know, was not, or the notification bell for other people who did hit it on my channel, did get notified of that video, but they're not able to watch it, so then they just forget about it. They move on, and they never go back to watch that video unless they really care about my videos. And so it was just kind of lost. But now what I do is I put the video on private, and then I dispute it. Obviously it gets blocked, right? I dispute it. And then once I see that the video is no longer struck with copyright, then I unprivate it, and then it becomes public automatically. Everyone gets that notification bell. So that's a cool way, not a cool way. That's a way to kind of circumvent the ability for your video to get lost in the ether. Of course, you know, there is just the penalty of people not getting a video, you know, for days, you know, sometimes. So that sucks. As far as I'm concerned, I believe this is, not only did I Google this and I found out through there that this was a thing that you could do, but my girlfriend told me, yeah, like, I didn't even know you uploaded this video. I got the notification for it. It's not blocked. So it's all good in the hood. So that's what I'm going to do with this video. The moment that I'm going to be checking on it regularly, you know, and the moment that it gets unblocked, you know, I'll be able to upload it to all you guys. But so there's a dispute thing, which is not as intense as escalate appeal, which is something that they've recently put into YouTube. But dispute, just a simple one, the one that they've always had for the most part, gives the I don't know if is it the claimant? I think it's the claimant, yeah, because they're the ones who claimed copyright on my video. They get 30 days to review my dispute and to be like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever, you're good. And they release the claim, or they could appeal it, and then it's just like, and then YouTube reviews it, and then most likely they win. And then my video gets taken down, and I get a copyright strike. So it's really messed up. And then, however, escalate appeal is something they've recently put in. I think it's just a, I don't know, it's basically like dispute, but it's a little bit more serious. You're basically already skipping the dispute part, and you're just going immediately to, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's an automatic appeal. It's no longer disputing, you know, it is an appeal, you know, like, and this one reduces the time from 30 days to 1 to 7 days, you know, like, or 7 days max. It honestly, dispute is almost 1 to 7 days. Most disputes, all the disputes that I've done, they get resolved in 1 to 3 days. So like it's, or really 2 to 3 days, really. So that's not a huge problem. You know, but probably for bigger content creators, you know, maybe their videos do get analyzed much more. I don't know, maybe because I'm a small creator, my videos probably get, you know, quickly, you know, reviewed or whatever, because I'm so small, it's like they don't care. If Jake Paul did a video or something like that, probably, you know, and he's making millions of dollars, you know, like, you know, every year and thousands of dollars on videos, then the claimant's probably like, oh, well, you know, let's think about this, you know? And I believe once you get to the higher echelon as a YouTuber, things get, you know, more nuanced. So the claimant will be like, okay, we'll split it 50-50 or whatever. So a lot of it has to do probably with how big you are on YouTube. I am so small that I'm pretty sure they get the claim and they're like, screw this guy. Now, granted, I'm still afraid because I'm so small that they just may be like, no. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, screw you. Thankfully, that has not happened yet. I've disputed, I think, Charlie Puth, his label and the people that own his stuff before, and it's been pretty quick. So hopefully this one is quick as well. But yeah, so I've done Escalate to Appeal. I've decided to try it out. I don't know. Hopefully that one's because it's more serious, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't, I don't get treated as such, you know, like, and so hopefully it gets done even quicker. I don't know. Maybe what I'm guessing is that it's literally just like a second feed that YouTube creates that's just labeled more serious bullshit. And then that gets sent to the claimant and they're like, okay, all right, okay, we get it. We got to review this now immediately. That's just what I'm guessing. Hopefully it gets disputed. Man, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. If it gets disputed super quickly, that'd be cool. Or resolved, that is. Yeah, it's probably way too much information. You guys probably don't really care about all this, but I don't know. I figure this is a podcast where I talk about me and my life and whatever, and random topics on the internet. And no, I'm not high. But I also did get this Cheetos Flamin' Hot, whatever the hell this is called. What are these called? I don't know what these are called. They're not called glasses. You know, like a cups. This is a cup, I guess. This is cool. It's found that at Spirit Halloween. Good stuff. Yeah. So that's the whole YouTube fucking, you know, dispute whatever nonsense that happens, which just sucks, but just is what it is. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so breakfast. Well, it was sort of a breakfast. I ate breakfast at like 1 p.m., but whatever. So we had Domino's pizza. As I think I mentioned earlier in the video, I said Domino's pizza, and then I didn't even like talk about it. I'm a mess. I'm a fucking mess. But yeah, Domino's pizza here. I love Domino's pizza, okay, but it usually gives me the shits, just like Taco Bell, and it's a shame. However, I think what I need to do with Domino's pizza is, and maybe this is really good that this happened and that I found out about it. I think I need to like eat like salads and shit and like kind of eat greens while I'm eating this pizza, because when I just eat it by itself, it ends up giving me the shits like afterwards. You know, as in sometimes, I mean, it's not like, oh, like immediate diarrhea or whatever, but I feel it in my stomach that like, it was like my stomach, I think the dairy or the way it's made or something, my stomach is just like, whoa, dude, like just relax. You know what I mean? So I think these were also leftover Domino's pizzas for days, I think. But it was just 2 slices, pepperoni or whatever, which is delicious. Their bread is the best, by the way. And as well as their sauce. But there's like some leftover veggies or whatever, some fajita veggies or whatever the fuck, and then I cut up some cucumbers or whatever the fuck. And I was just kind of eating that while I was eating the Domino's pizza, and I still felt weird afterwards. I don't suspect it was entirely the pizza's fault, although it might have been a little bit. I think it was also the veggies the fajita veggies, because they were kind of leftovers as well. I don't know, they were a little too oily, greasy. I don't know, because they were really made for like street tacos that my mom made. So I just kind of ate everything, and I felt kind of weird afterwards, but I felt fine. I didn't have to take a shit so badly. Like, it didn't really fuck me up that much. And now I'm, like, hungry again. I think I feel pretty okay. So, yeah, magic, okay? Just so I think that's what I'm going to do, you know, from now on. I'm going to eat some veggies while I eat pizza. And I think that's what a lot of people do. But, you know, it's that thing where I'm, you know, it's me. I'm a guy, you know, so I just eat pizza. That's all I do. I'm not gonna fucking like. I remember like one of my ex-girlfriends. We went to CC's Pizza, and like she ended up getting like a salad along with her pizza, and I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" And then she was like, "Well, you know, you got to get your salad. You got to get your veggies in or whatever." You know, on the outside, you know, I kind of was like, "Ugh," but on the inside, I thought it was obviously the correct move. It was smart. It was healthy, but it was also really cute. Yeah, I I didn't really give her like extreme shit, but I was just like, you know, it was just me. I was young or whatever the fuck. But it was funny. But now it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, I definitely understand now even more. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, with pretty much everything else, I try to get veggies, like, for sure. But for pizza, like, in my head, I'm still in that, like, you know, boy, you know, guy mentality where it's just like, no, I'm eating pizza, I'm fucking eating pizza, you know what I mean? But now I think I'm gonna start eating some more, but hell, I mean, even when I go to an Italian restaurant and pasta and stuff like that, I eat salads, you know, before I eat. You know, I try to get a salad with the pasta or whatever. You know, with the exception of, you know, the times where I'm just like, fuck it, I am carbing it up, you know. But, you know, about half of the time too, I get some salad action. It's probably the best thing to do. But yeah, I recently visited some haunted houses. Or yeah, I guess houses. They're called houses, but really, there's like this area where I live where they kind of do like, it's kind of this yearly Halloween thing, and they have like these 3 like haunted houses or whatever. And one of them is called the Gates of Hell. The other one's called COVID-13. No, it's called COVID-13. It's about witches and shit, and the other one's about vampires. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot of money. Probably, I mean, it's probably worth it. I mean, it takes a lot of fucking planning to do this shit. You know, they have to, not only do they have to rent the space where they're at, you know, like it's a lot of money to do that, probably a lot of money to have security and all the shit that they do. And the actual haunted houses themselves and building them and the characters that are there, they have to pay them, the employees. I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, but, you know, we also pay a lot of money. So, but I went with my girlfriend. She is dressed up as Coraline. I'm dressed up as the Riddler. And it was awesome. Just great. I'm probably going to upload some Riddler Halloween thing on my channel. I'm gonna try to emulate, you know, the way that the Riddler, this is the Batman, Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves Riddler. It would have been funny to do the Joel Schumacher Riddler maybe next year. But yeah, it was, so haunted houses in general, I am a scaredy cat for sure when it comes to horror, like haunted houses. I can watch horror movies for sure. Like that's not a problem. Horror games, I'm a little bit more, you know, on. I still do them. I love them. I mean, my favorite video game of all time is a horror game. But I mean, it does have a little bit of action in it, but it's still, I think, it was super creepy when I was young. It scared the shit out of me. But, you know, horror films I could do, haunted mansions, I mean, haunted houses, that is, like, I'm a scaredy cat. I do them now with my girlfriend because she loves Halloween. That's like her favorite holiday, and she loves being scared, like the thrill of it. If it wasn't for her, I would not go to this shit at all, like never. So it's cool that I'm doing it with her. You know, I'm expanding, broadening my horizons. But you know, I totally get the appeal. I totally get it, you know, and last year we went to this kind of like haunted corn maze, which is really awesome. And we got chased around by this chainsaw guy. It was so cool. I mean, it was thrilling, it was fun, it was terrifying, and it was cool. And these haunted mansions, or haunted houses, the first one that we went to, there was 3 of them, right? I told her, let's go to the roughest one. Let's go to the like the most, you know, scary one, right? The scariest one. And that one was super scary. And it was so well designed. Like I wish, you know, when you're in there, And you just want to keep walking, you know, like you really don't want to sit and kind of see everything that they're doing. But my girlfriend, you know, with advice from her father, you know, she kind of wants to, she's a little bit slower. She wants to take the time to really see what's going on and the detail. And really, so these haunted houses have so much detail to them. Like it's almost, it's really messed up how, like, you know, just most of the time, you know, you just want to charge through it because you're so scared. Although I don't think I do that. I do take my time. I walk slowly. And really, honestly, the structure of these houses, they lend themselves so you walk slowly because you're so scared, right? You don't want to run through, because if you run through, like, oh my God, like everyone's going to jump out at you, you know, left and right? So you want to walk slowly because you're so scared. You're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen, right? And it's the unknown. So you tread really slowly and carefully, right? You know, they lend themselves easy to that, right? But still, there's some people who, you know, will fucking grab onto your fucking thing and will push you and be like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I was usually the lead most of the time. I enjoy being the lead. Not just because, you know, usually the lead doesn't really get the brunt of the scare. It's really the people in the middle and the back that get really the scare. But it's also because, you know, being the lead is, I mean, it's terrifying. Like, you know, you're the first one that's gonna, you know, deal with a lot of things, you know, a lot of the scare things. And so, but yeah, so the first one was really scary. It started out really scary. It was really interesting. It was super hands-on. Like, they touched you and stuff like that, and got liquid on you and shit like that. It was really hands-on. And there was one where you were going through like these like this like fence or whatever the hell with this guy with this like, you know, like static thing or whatever, and like these chains were like electrified chains a little bit, and it was really like, I mean, it didn't hurt, you know, but like you were like, ow, like, and it was really good. It was super dark, obviously, occasionally flashing light or whatever. So it was pretty awesome. It was really detailed, really cool. Yeah, it was, yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome. It's obviously the best haunted houses I've ever been to. I've only been to a couple, really, you know, but, I don't know. I think the corn maze aesthetically is just cooler, but you know, these haunted houses for sure were so well designed. Great stuff, really great stuff. But yeah, so I am usually a scaredy cat with that stuff, but I was able to do it. I was able to get through it, you know, and it's super fun at the end of the day, you know, and it's just so interesting how, you know, people get so fascinated and enthralled with fear, you know, like, and it's in these haunted houses and horror movies and roller coasters or whatever. It's the perfect balance because you're so afraid and you get that thrill without actually dying. It's the perfect balance. You get to have your cake and eat it too. So it's this thing where, like, yeah, you have your seatbelt on and you know that in these haunted houses, you know that they're not going to kill you or anything like that, so you're fine. It's really fascinating. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This was episode 44. My camera is going to basically end recording in 30 seconds, so I have 30 seconds to say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Super Jesus Jackson, or leave a rating on the podcast platform of your choice. Leave a comment down below. Email me, superjesusjackson@gmail.com. But that's it for me. You guys take care, stay safe, have a wonderful Halloween, and until next time, I love you. Bye-bye.